Okay, we're going to do one more overtime segment here, because it's overtime because I have a cold. So D minor, here's a D minor Phrygian, D minor shaped E minor. Alright, 7-3-5 is second inversion. Phrygian is 3-5-7. First inversion 5-7-3. Second inversion 7-3-5. This one starts the minor, the D minor's major is one step up is E. So E to the fifth. The fifth is the major. Now it's not colored red this time because this fretboard is focusing on E minor and F major, the fourth major, with the augmented fourth, the Lydian fourth. So the red isn't, 5 isn't going to be in red, but it's still there. All the numbers are still here in the key of C. So this thing starts with a 5-7-3, which is first inversion E minor. Okay, and as you know, first inversion we were just discussing is what? Sorry, I moved the chart around. First inversion is E minor right there. Okay, now it's starting from the bass string. You wouldn't normally play it like this. Okay, if you had the capo here and you were going to play an E minor like this, you don't want to play that bottom one. For first inversion, you'd want to play the G. And that's an open 5, an open 7. So right there, that's a beautiful chord right there. You just play your normal E minor and hit the G on the bottom, and you've got a first inversion E minor arpeggio. Right? So you got. There's just a little more theme to it than just the E minor played with the E on the bottom. Because remember, you want to arpeggiate the chords as much as you can, unless it gets too mushy, you know, like, you know, but when, as long as you're in a, you know, a register that you can hear the harmony, it's better to do an arpeggiation of the triad instead of just doubling one of the notes. I mean, without the others in between. So we start with this E minor shape, and it ends up with, I forget what we're even doing, but let's go back to the minor chart. So we got first inversion E minor. Now G minor is also first inversion. Let's look at that. So we always go to first inversion to find out what we're looking at, 5-7-3. So then we go to the G minor. The G minor is written right here, and you know G goes to A, so it'd be A5 right there. 5-7-3. Here's an easy G minor first inversion. You play this mongoose G chord right here. Okay, it's actually from here, but no, it isn't. This is a G-shaped fourth. This is the G-shaped fourth. This is the G-shaped F, starting from the 2. Starting from the 2, I'd have to take a kip off of this one. Starting from the 2. This is a G-shaped F right here. Alright? We're not playing that. We were playing a G minor shaped E minor. So remember, that's a half step below. Straight up through the bar there. The point I was making was that G minor is also a first inversion, And instead of playing this big chord, which starts here from Nowhereville, what is that note? I don't know, but we're not even going to play it because it's not in the key of C. But notice the G, we're not going to be hitting a bar. If you're on an E, of course, a minor third below the root is the sixth. All right, so the G shape would be root here. G-shaped root. Root 3 5 root 3 5 root. That's a G-shaped root. A minor third below the E. Jeepers, that's a C sharp. That's not in the box. That's not in the equation. So we're not going to bar that, are we? No, we're not going to bar that one. But it's a G minor shaped E minor, and it is, instead of being in root, we have first inversion here, 5 7 3. That's all I'm saying. That is G minor, and guess what? All three. So it's not only in E minor, it's D minor and A minor. The G minor shape is a secondary choice for first inversion there. Let's go back to where we were over here a second. 5 7 3. And what I wanted to say was to play this as a chord, you leave the 3 out, and you can just play these top notes. And this is like, pretty important, that a lot of teachers still tell you don't play the whole G thing. Look at from way down here on my guitar. I've got to do all this. My hands aren't even that big, but if I started from the 5 and just did these guys here, it's easier. And it's a G minor shaped first inversion E minor right there. Without, and then you have this up here too. You do that kind of thing up here, you can get both of them. So that's good. It's because you'll hear a lot of people talk about not playing the full bar on the G. To make it easier, this is one of the perfect examples that G also has a useful first inversion if you leave out trying to get that note. And may mean don't play that string, may not. So over here, that's why I threw G minor here. Now this chart is going to have corrections and embellishments and simplifications, but this chart is happening, Second inversion is C minor, as you know. C is second inversion, so C minor, second inversion. D minor is also second inversion when not played fully barred. So let's look at a C minor. Maybe we can use the Dorian. So we get a C shape right here. Okay, we're going to do a C minor shape Dorian. It says right here C minor. We don't even have to figure out which one it was. Here's your C minor shaped Dorian. It crosses over the label right here, and remember, Dorian is 2 4 6. So second inversion is 6 2 4. All right. So you've got 6 2 4 right there is second inversion C minor, as you know. But it said also that. All right, so we've got our C minor going right up into this D minor, second inversion. See that? All in the same arpeggio. C minor shaped, D minor shaped, and it follows caged.